Senior level employees at Rockstar Games are posting their excitement for 2025, seemingly indicating that GTA 6 is still set to release this year. However, one of the biggest video game journalists and insiders predicts that GTA 6 is going to slip out of 2025 and instead is going to land in 2026. We'll be talking about what's going on and more, all in this video today. So let's actually begin with that prediction that GTA 6 is going to slip out of 2025. This comes from Bloomberg's Jason Sher, who ended up writing an article the other day, Video Game Industry Predictions for 2025. GTA 6 might be pushed back, but Silksong might make it. Going on to say this: hi everyone, today we're pulling out our crystal ball and making some predictions. And then going on to say this: Grand Theft Auto 6 won't make it. Publisher Take-Two Interactive Software Inc. has said that the most anticipated game of all time is on track for a fall 2025 release. But companies say a lot of things. The next Grand Theft Auto is a huge and ambitious game, the pressure to make it great is inordinate, and developer Rockstar Games has vowed to avoid forcing excessive overtime during the final months of development. I expect that it will slip to 2026. And obviously, once that article came out, a lot of people were like, ooh, that's not good news at all. I don't want to hear that. That's super depressing. We've been waiting long enough for this title. There's no way it can come out in 2026. And I think it's important to note here that this is indeed just a prediction. This is not insider information. This is not him reporting any confirmed news. It's just his prediction. In fact, it's something that he's been doing pretty much every single year that he's been covering video games, doing some sort of yearly prediction. In fact, I think Jason was so fed up with people taking his prediction as fact, he even took to the subreddit Gaming Leaks and Rumors to make his own post titled, Jason Schreier says predictions are predictions, so please chill the F out. And he even made a comment on another post where someone did report on his Bloomberg article news, and he said, predictions mean predictions. When I'm reporting something, it is and will always be very clear. So he wants people to know that this is just a prediction, and I don't think we should be freaking out just quite yet. Because even though he's predicting GTA 6 will be delayed to 2026, it's important to note that a lot of his predictions, like many other people, have been incorrect. Like, for example, he thought in 2020 that Rockstar Games was going to announce Grand Theft Auto 6. He thought the reveal would happen in 2022, predicting that a release date would be announced of fall 2023, and then it would slip into 2024. And his 2024 prediction is now that it's going to slip into 2026. And really, the last time we had heard from Jason Schreier was back in September, when he actually made a report that he had spoken to 6 Rockstar Games employees who hadn't heard of any sort of delays surrounding GTA 6. So again, we kind of just need to take this with a grain of salt. It is just a prediction. It doesn't mean that something is fact or confirmed to be true, but it is coming from one of the most reputable video game journalists and insiders out there. So that's why it has a little bit more weight than seemingly other predictions you might see floating around the internet. And speaking of people inside Rockstar Games and their employees, a senior specialist at Rockstar North actually just recently expressed his excitement and confidence about 2025 being one of the most exciting years, as GTA 6 is officially set to launch in fall, at least as things currently stand. This post comes from Giorgio Janowski, who is a senior talent acquisition specialist at Rockstar Games, who posted this on the business social media site LinkedIn. Happy New Year! With 2025 kicking off and shaping up to be one of the most exciting years ahead here at Rockstar, it couldn't be a better time to have a look at our open positions and consider applying. Our careers page can be found here and can be filtered by location and department. All roles are full-time, on-site, and relocation support locally can be discussed if required. Should you have any questions about a particular role or require any more information, you are very welcome to reach out. And again, Giorgio is actually featured in the credits on GTA 5's official credits page. Again, a senior talent acquisition specialist at Rockstar North. Now, the argument might be made here, what does a senior specialist of talent acquisition have anything to do with knowing when GTA 6 is going to come out? But he is a senior level person at Rockstar. And I don't know if he would particularly say this publicly if deep down he knew the game was going to slip into 2026, or if he had really any inklings or hints that it was going to be delayed either. Now, one other interesting thing that was said there is that all these roles are full-time and on-site, which means you have to come into the office, which is actually a change that Rockstar Games made earlier in the year, requiring all their employees to come back to the office. And another Rockstar Games insider, Tez Funds 2, actually talked about that directly and how it might have an impact on GTA 6 releasing, responding to someone that said, of course, this is software development, and software development on an incredibly huge scale. Stuff goes wrong all the time. Making things takes longer than they should, but if the new management is in any way competent, they will try to account for that in their deadlines. And he goes on to say this: they did not account for the effects of this mandate earlier this year. That's the return to the office mandate, which led to a loss of talent, because some developers went to work at better places and others were hired with a guarantee of permanent remote work during the pandemic. So I reckon there was a loss of productivity, just not due to crunch. What would be more interesting is if we received an update on that article to confirm how it affected productivity, whether positively or negatively. I know other companies like Activision did the same thing, but this just goes to show that if it weren't for Jason Schreier, they would have been crunching right now. So that is an interesting aspect of this entire saga, the pandemic, what it caused, working from home, the impacts of that. It'll be interesting to see if that indeed is kind of one of the things that tips the scale over on GTA 6 arriving in either 2025 or being pushed into 2026. And one of the big reasons that fans are worried about it not coming out in 2025 is because they went the entire year of 2024 without saying anything. However, there is some good news surrounding that. There has been other titles that have been announced in one year, and then an entire year has gone by, and it still comes out in the year it was supposed to be released in. And that's actually Spider-Man 2. So Spider-Man 2 got its first trailer in 2021. In 2022, the developers said nothing about the game, and in 2023, it still came out. They had an entire marketing period, and the game launched. So with GTA 6, you could see the same thing. 2023, we had trailer 1. 2024, nothing. In 2025, you get the marketing and launch of the game. The same thing could very well happen here, especially considering the game has already been internally delayed twice, first from fall 2024 to early 2025, and then to fall 2025. And Rockstar's publisher, Take-Two Interactive, has confirmed 4 different times that fall 2025 is the expected release date, and the CEO, Strauss Zelnick, has expressed his strong confidence in interviews and earnings calls about it staying there. So I know we talked about a lot of stuff in this video, but I want to hear from you in those comments down below, specifically on the big question of the day. Do you think GTA 6 is going to stay in 2025, fall 2025, or do you think it gets pushed back to like spring or summer 2026? Let me know what you guys think in those comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the GTA 6 videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.